The police say I was missing for 12 hours, but I never left the tunnel. My camera was still rolling when they found me, standing in my driveway, staring at nothing. In that footage, right before I ran, it's there. My name freshly carved into the tunnel wall. And just before the clip ends, something else moves in the darkness behind it. Every town has a place you're told to stay away from. Ours? The North Woods. People say at night you can hear a train passing through, even though the last tracks were ripped out 100 years ago. Most just laugh. Until a post appeared on an old forum. No explanation, just GPS coordinates. And a warning, don't go in after dark. And at the bottom, barely visible in the dim pixels, my last name. I told myself I'd just check it out in daylight. The trail vanished after 20 minutes. The deeper I went, the quieter it got. No birds, no wind, just this faint metallic smell, like rust and rain. And then the sound, a long, low whistle, came from ahead, but it felt like it passed right through me. I turned to leave, but the forest path was gone. I found it at the base of a ridge, a black stone arch, half collapsed and strangled by vines. The air spilling out was colder than the forest, like stepping in front of an open freezer. I should have turned back, but I stepped inside, and the forest sounds vanished, like someone hit mute. That's when I heard footsteps from inside. 10 steps in, my light caught something, a name, just a first and last crudely scratched into the wall. I thought maybe kids had been here, until I found another and another, hundreds of them stretching down the curve of the tunnel. Some so old the stone was worn smooth around them. Then I spotted a name I recognized, and the date carved beneath was tomorrow. One name stopped me cold. I knew it, everyone in town did. She'd gone missing when I was in high school. Her face was still on the bulletin board at the gas station. And then I noticed, the newer ones had recent dates. Last year, last month. Whoever carved them was still active. And then, I saw something impossible. One of the missing names had fresh stone dust still falling. I heard the whistle again, louder, a rumble beneath my feet. My light flickered, and the tunnel felt different. The curve ahead seemed closer, the air thicker, like the space was shifting when I wasn't looking. Then, a second whistle, this time right behind me. I should have left, but the carvings, they weren't random. They were in rows, chronological, and the newest row was empty except for one name. A name I'd just seen in town last night, alive and laughing. My stomach dropped, because the next empty space was just big enough for mine. Stone dust was still clinging to the letters. Whoever did it was here minutes ago. That's when I saw the light. A faint, swinging glow deeper in the tunnel, moving closer. And behind it, the slow, deliberate sound of footsteps. Then the glow stopped, but the footsteps kept coming. I ran. My light bounced across the walls, more names flashing past. But no matter how fast I moved, the footsteps stayed the same distance behind me. Calm, unhurried, like they knew I couldn't leave. And then, they began to whistle. I thought I was heading for the entrance, but the tunnel split. I took the left without thinking, and emerged onto a hidden platform. No tracks, just a single train car, ancient and dust-covered, sitting in the dark. This door was already open. It shouldn't have been able to move, no rails, no power. But the car jolted and began to roll. Its lights flickered on, revealing faces inside, pale, unmoving, eyes closed. Every seat taken. Then one of them opened its eyes. I climbed in, desperate for answers. That's when I saw the tags. Each figure wore one around their neck. The names matched the carvings in the tunnel. My flashlight landed on an empty seat with my name tag waiting. And then a cold hand brushed my arm. I backed out slowly, but the car began to fill with light, blinding white light, swallowing the platform. I turned to run, and the tunnel seemed to stretch, the exit pulling away like it was alive. And then I saw the shadow at the far end, blocking the way out. The light from the train followed, gaining, until it was all I could see. I dove into the black, no idea if I was heading for the exit, and then I was outside, on the forest floor, gasping like I'd been drowning. But the whistle was still behind me. I told myself I imagined it until I checked my footage. Frame by frame, there it was. My name, freshly carved, dust still falling from the wall. And in one frame just behind it, a pale face smiling. If you ever find a tunnel that's not on a map, check the walls. If your name's there, you're already inside.